against the rising water. Send the tramp catcher. Cosh the old man. Sink him in a barrel of gin. When he's all mixed and the bones turn to jam, we'll raise a glass kindly to him. Yeah, and the only achievement that isn't story related, based on the ones based when I read them, is one that is from all the games, which is to find the notes in all three games. Or find all of the notes in all three games. I think I may have mentioned that in the first one that I didn't get the achievement for finding all the notes. And that's because it's cumulative across all the games, not just the first one. I realize now that my fear of dirt stems from the disease I contracted climbing those lost jungle temples. It is as if those clean places, so free of humanity's filth, imprinted upon my soul and left it fragile to what I find here. Fear is what keeps us all in our places, and the fear of the flesh, the ruin of the flesh, is the greatest of them all. I am sickened, I am ruined, but I will build such machines to contain this plague and heal us all. New century is upon us. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that this was around the Industrial Revolution then. That was a weird noise. I felt like it was actually in my room. Maybe somebody went into the room next door. Oh, hello. Oh, phones everywhere in this house.
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the flood waters. Treachery, Mandus. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
Okay. I don't like the my little friend part. That just honestly sounds a little creepy when you say it like that. Good lord. You guys need to do a better job of clearing those out without fucking bringing the house down on top of us. Like, fuck. Okay. Well, maybe it was something up there running. I mean, that could be. Okay, so I need something to put in there, I'm guessing, that I can't just, like... Yeah, I'm guessing I can't just, like, jam my hand in there and work it like that. That would be weird. There you go. This thing looks like a fuse or something. Okay, maybe I do need to pull that one out first then. That makes sense. I mean, it kind of makes sense except for the fact that it's fucking sparking like that. Anything else in here? Oh wow, they're everywhere. Okay. Sure. So that's that thing now. Right? Let's see. Yeah, okay, I see what I'm doing now. It's making a ramp because I'm only raising and lowering the one side. I feel like, because I've seen, like, you see that in houses sometimes, right? Where, like, a lot of the time it's the attic. Right? They'll have the stairs that come down. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you know what? Just build the house better. Design the house better so that you don't need stairs that aren't always there, you know? Yeah, I really feel like this place ain't gonna stay up.
Bandaged feet.
But I mean, they also have like wood mixed
Small
with
bone
metal in their
the
machines.
I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
Okay. Can I crowd? Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way that they did that, right? And fucking got me, like, stuck immediately. Alright, well, whatever. I can walk along the side. Oh. How do I... Ah, there we go. There we go. Now I can get up there. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get to open that door. That's fine. Oh, nice. This one's fused isn't broken. I mean, even if it was, there is a... I know where a spare fuse is, but I still would have been kind of shit to have to go all the way over and find it. Okay, so that opened up this gate. See, this is why you don't build, like, Industrial Revolution machines under your house. They, fucking, when they break down, man. I mean, even when they're not broken down, they're loud as shit. So, I mean, looks like that gate's locked. Oh, we got another busted fuse. Okay, word. The hell was that? Oh, and the gate closed on me. Okay, well, I didn't see anything, but... Music stopped, so I'm gonna assume that I'm good to go. Von Reichenbach writes of the Odic force. Whilst that ignorant charlatan Blavatsky pontificated upon the soul, they are both cretins. To think one could strive for such great heights without wading first through puke and inert, without standing upon an architecture of bones. Montezuma was the wiser, but here, in our temples of steel, I have witnessed the severed head of a man, recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage. Immersed in a solution of the Brennenburg compound, open his eyes and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body?" We are breaking through the barriers of death itself. Oh, my dead darling Lily, it is too late for you. But I promise you this, I will save our children from death, and if need be, I will wrench them back from the blackness with this wonderful concoction. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, even assuming that at some point in time, somebody manages to, oh. Yeah, were you playing with the machine, you prick? Manages to do something where it's like you can Frankenstein somebody back to life, right? There's still going to be people that are definitely too, like, you're gonna need like a fresh corpse, like absolute fresh, like if they weren't cold you wouldn't know they're dead type of fresh, you know. right? And this way we go.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
Well, that's good, because I'm just kind of rolling with it here. What's over here? Nothing. It's just a big old square. I was about to say circle and then realized that circles don't have corners. Ah, what a mess. A good lord, what an absolute disaster.
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
Oh. Yeah, you shouldn't be playing around with stuff. I went down. Oh, I think I see them.
I told you he'd come.
Well, that opened it too.
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And you brought it all. Good go, man. You have been busy.
It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine, and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
I mean, not entirely wrong. No. Okay. There's that door. Decontaminated, and then open the next. Sure. They don't all have the locks on them now. What is this? Flood breach emergency shutdown in place. Okay. Apparently this is supposed to be a map. Doesn't look like a map to me. I mean, not one very useful for navigating anyway. Alright, let's see. Before we go through the door, how long have we been going? Doesn't look like this is a very long game, actually. Let's see. No, how long? 47 minutes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 14 areas, which I'm assuming is like the full load screens or something, but 47 minutes. Let's do one more area. Collar the neck noose. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of water, a pinch of salt, a handful of mint. I'm assuming garlic, but I don't know, because I mean mint is a way to prepare something. It isn't just a thing itself. Oh, Hello? One moment.
I have such visions to share with thee. They might sure be unshackled, and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean, Mantis, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
Okay. I guess I'll try. There it is. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own God? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no, no, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a God thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this, I realized, they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. I mean, yeah, to cross a line, there must first, of course, be a line. Good lord. Can we, like, shut it off or something? Give me, like, a book or some shit. Give me a bottle, no? Good lord. Oh, that's gross. It's also weird to keep teeth and, or like dentures and glasses in the same thing, right? In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly, but perhaps it is simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories, they are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels, crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating, and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architect tells me, there's a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world. I mean, I don't think it's made out of iron, right? I don't actually know what it's made out of. Maybe. Okay. Open the door. I am 1000% gonna die because of that at some point. Like, look at it's like it has specific, like, places where it's like allowed to rest and areas where like it's not allowed to rest. And because I'm not, like, I'm just like tapping up to open it, it's like, no, I can't do that. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry using low levels of a laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits, and we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. I'm assuming that that's like a old-timey, like, musician. Yeah, don't know why. I mean, I guess it's just like, yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to have the lantern. Oh no, there's all the dead pigs. Can I go? Oh, I can go down there. Oh, I need something to... Guess, like, I need, like, a bucket or something to put under there. Look, I can fling pigs, too. Okay. Now, can I... I mean, I could leave, it seems. Stay open. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man. As if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breeds like a pig. Men and women upon all fours running carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets. Alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of their conjoinings. Yeah, people gonna boast about that? They are thick with the whimperings of lust, bodies streaked with their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over a passerby, and yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. Who the fuck is Babbage, and what was wrong with him? No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity would be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. So this Babbage guy's he just assuming that if they created a man or a machine that could think and act like a man, that it would just like take over everything, and because the people didn't have to do anything, they would just spend all day banging each other. It's a bit much. Oh. Uh-huh. Now can the door open? Yeah, I can. Oh. Because I mean, we still need to use that thing, but we need to find something to fill with it. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled tricks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod, it says. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. Okay. So I'm assuming we need in the graveyard.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Okay. Chemical transportation danger, highly corrosive and highly flammable. Okay. Oh, is this the thing that I'm supposed to put the... That seems weird, but I don't see anything else, so I guess this is what we're supposed to put the stuff into. Thought it was gas, which, based on the note, should be. Yeah. Yeah, come on, keep going. Fill her up. Well then. Yep, just stay up there. No idea where you're going, but hopefully I don't have to worry about that. Oh nice, I can actually hear the liquid running in it. Oh good lord. I'm not seeing. Let's see. Metal ticking is as ticking as it cools and contracts. This must be the strange machine my new friend told me of. My children discovered this place. It is entirely conceivable they strayed downstairs, delighted in their discovery. Very well, it seems my route is predestined. The descent begins. Was it a trick, that voice on the phone, who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well? Does he lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch. Intriguing, the gates are far too heavy for a man to lift and are instead hoisted aloft by a chain coiled about a tube that appears to be spun by motors connected to these electrical switches. Whilst the fuse is blown, the motor cannot be spun, and the gates will remain an impenetrable barrier to progress. Another confounded fuse box. This fellow is thorough in his sabotage, if somewhat repetitive. The stench from these barrels is quite discomforting. I would certainly hope that whatever chemistry this room is designed to store is not a defining feature of the flood that threatens my children. It seems this chemical processor is merely one part of a much larger complex, no easy route for me. Then I will follow my fever, the calls of my children, wherever they may lead me, as I move further into this strange empire. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex, yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach, and continue on my path. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I have seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yarnum and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum, of that I am sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way. The church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility, given the locked doors around the fueling station. The truck blocks my way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance. This canister looks as if it may fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw pass me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Dunstan's. Oh, when I picked up that box, was there something like that I was supposed to see? Dear sweet Lord of all that is good and holy, I must make my escape. Grasp this container and its putrid contents, and flee this place before that creature, that nearly man, returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination cannot follow onto hollow ground. I don't think that it cares, dude. I also have no idea where this goes. In there? Sure. Okay. Oh, right. Old school, right? Okay. That's not really how that works, but whatever.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Yeah, but you didn't answer them if it would hatch or not. Alright. I imagine, okay, we'll end this part here. I imagine fairly soon we'll start getting to enemies that are actually going to, like, annihilate us. Just because I can't imagine that they're going to keep this up. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. And honestly, I know that it's just barely over an hour, and definitely not like I have to cut it into two, but I may cut it into two anyway, just because I'm kind of tired. And my throat's starting to go because it's so dry in here, and I'm not sure I can record another hour. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.